Welcome back, welcome back. We have some returning guests from representing the Humane Society, and we have with us Mary Hickman and Wanda Massingales here on the show. Thanks so much for being here. And you want to talk about, you know, we used to do a lot of segments with the Humane Society, and that kind of dropped off. I think people changed out there, and we kind of lost track with you guys from time to time. We'd like to have you come back and maybe
like we
get
have
some
a
awareness
volunteer
going.
to do that.
Yeah, so that'd be great. Miss Wanda said she'd be willing to bring an animal for y'all to meet once or twice a month, however often you can get us on the schedule, and that would be awesome.
Yeah, we'll put her on the schedule. Tell us what the current need is out at the Humane Society.
Well, I'll tell you what's going on. We are just about out of reserve funding. So we have launched a new campaign that will be an annual campaign, and it's called Give 10 for a Friend, Keep Our Shelter Alive. And you see these envelopes are all over town. We have billboards that will be going up today. We have been doing a lot of PR push to get the word out. The Ozark Humane Society was founded in 1977, and up until the year 2009, it operated as a kill shelter, which meant 75% of all the cats and dogs that came through there were euthanized. So in 2009, we went from being a kill shelter to a no-kill shelter, and that is vastly more expensive because you're vetting the animals. If they get sick, you take them, to see a veterinarian. You spay and neuter everybody. You're housing more animals. So we had some reserve funding, but it's just getting dangerously low. So we needed to take extraordinary measures to get more money coming in. So that's kind of what the campaign's all about.
Yeah. And what about, did you have a thrift shop, or you still have one?
Yes, we still have our Cause for Paws thrift shop. It's at 201 East Crandall. And we're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5:30. And we have a lot of great merchandise you can buy, and we need donations.
You need a lot more, don't you?
And certainly that's a constant generation of funds.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you can always use more, obviously.
For example, last month our thrift shop brought in $12,000. So, that's the only real funding that we have that we can count on month to month. So that thrift shop is vital. Please don't.
Donating there and shopping there as well.
Absolutely.
Let me see one of those again. I'll put this up on the camera there so people can look at this, and when they go, where's these set out at?
Well, we have them at McDonald's, Hardee's, Wendy's, all the banks, just about anywhere you go. We sent 1,600 home through the elementary school system.
Good idea.
The information's on billboards. We have 4 billboards going up today.
Okay.
And certainly remember, when you are in search for a pet, to go to the shelter.
Absolutely. We have 147 very adoptable, beautiful dogs. Right now we have 20 cats, and they're all great animals and looking for a good home.
And you're a volunteer now.
I am.
So how has that, what are you doing? What is your role there?
Whatever she says.
Well, I want to tell you why Wanda is such a special volunteer.
Okay.
Because we get a lot of people call us and say, there's 13 feral cats that somebody moved off and left, and they just expect us to have the manpower to go trap them ourselves and do everything ourselves. And Wanda is the exception to that rule. I said, if I can get the funding through the Shirley Meadows Foundation for you to get these cats fixed. She had a neighbor who moved off in January with the horrific winter we had, and left some dogs and a bunch of cats all to starve to death and die. And she, on her own, before she got affiliated with us, was trying to feed them and care for them.
I had help. Phyllis Smith, one of my neighbor's daughters, was also. She was feeding them. I didn't know she was, but she knew I was. And so we went through a lot of money, a lot of feed.
Right.
To try to save the cats because they were in a hoarder type situation. The place is. We found homes for the dogs, and the female had pups, and they have homes, and the female's been fixed. So now it's to trapping the cats and trying to find someone that wants a barn cat that's been fixed with a rabies shot. And we've placed, I think, 11.
So not only is she trapping them and taking them to the vet, she is finding them homes. I mean,
you are the cat lady now.
I know. I don't know how I got that.
She is just my new best friend.
It's just, Phyllis and I just could not stand to see this. But it's just not Phyllis Smith and I. It's one of our neighbors is mowing a path through the door, so we don't walk on a snake. and Phyllis's mom is taking the cats water. So it's just like a group of us.
It's a calling for you too, obviously. because
I
you're-
suppose.
How many cats are left?
Well, we know there was 30 plus in January,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Good grief.
and
Sadly, some died.
that's very sadly.
Yeah.
And the man was asked what he was going to do, and he didn't care. He didn't care, so we care.
Mm-hmm.
But plus, we don't need that many cats out in that area, just going crazy.
Yeah.
So we need help. If anyone needs
Okay.
a fixed barn cat with a rabies shot, I'm the
Okay.
person to
There you
call.
go.
Yeah, or
And then even how about helping to feed them? I mean,
We're okay on that.
yeah.
We really are.
Or they can call the shelter at 741-3050 and say, I need a barn cat. We'll hook them up with Miss Wanda.
well, and the shelter's always in need of funds.
Absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely.
And how about supplies or volunteers
You know,
to walk dogs,
Of-
all that?
Of course, and actually, we have a new volunteer coordinator, Carrie from Sugar Gems, was Klepper, it's Calhoun. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. So we're very excited to have Carrie joining us. So anybody who wants to volunteer will be funneled straight to her and she'll put you to work.
Okay.
It'd be a good time for children that's getting out of
Especially
school.
with the summer.
Right.
We just
Would.
built a brand new dog walking trail at the
good.
shelter, so I'm
Good.
very excited about that. That's been kind of a, pardon the pun, pet project of mine. So that just got done yesterday. So I'm
Yay.
really excited about that because when you have 147 dogs and you take one out to walk it, it just whips everybody up. So you have to have an
Sure.
area where you can get away from all that, all the barking, all the chaos, so they can have a decent walk.
Right.
Well, it'd be distracting to be.
Yes,
And at the thrift store, they have cats for adoption all the time.
we do. We
which
have a
would be
cat
good
castle
place.
that always has at least 2 cats in it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good information, and hopefully we can help you on a regular basis. And give 10 for a friend, and you'll see these all over.
Both
Harrison.
McDonald's, about every
Yeah.
fast food restaurant.
So pick one up.
The banks.
Stuff at least $10, maybe a couple $10.
Well, we'll
put
take
more, but-
whatever.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah, we'll take less, we'll take more. But, right now we really need funding
Okay.
as much as anything.
Mary,
Okay.
Wanda, thanks so much, and I'll be getting with you and setting
Yes.
up some time where you can come in and talk about some animals.
Thank you for having
All right,
us.
thank
We
you very
appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you.
Our last guest is here waiting, and she'll be here in a couple of minutes. And we're going to be talking with Jeanette Fenton about the historic walking trails, or the tour, rather, not the trail, but it is a trail of sorts, but it's a walking tour for here's historic downtown Harrison. We'll talk about that in just 2 minutes. Stay with us.